साथियों नमस्ते, आप सबका बहुत-बहुत स्वागत हमारे लोक आयुर्वेद ज्ञान गंगा के इस कार्यक्रम में। कार्यक्रम निर्धारित कार्यक्रम में आज हमने आपकी मुलाकात प्रोफेसर डॉक्टर राजू से करवानी थी जो प्रिंसिपल हैं फार्मेसी कॉलेज सिराज क्षेत्र में और डायरेक्टर हैं उस कॉलेज के। बुरांस के विषय में हमने कुछ बात करनी थी आज उनके बहुत ही इनोवेटिव कार्यक्रम जो वो कर रहे थे, लेकिन कुछ तकनीकी खराबियों के कारण, तकनीकी अड़चनों के कारण हम ये कार्यक्रम नहीं कर पा रहे हैं। लेकिन उसके स्थान पे आज हम आपको लेके चलेंगे हमारे जो आयुर्वेद अनुसंधान संस्थान है हिमाचल प्रदेश का जोगिंदरनगर में, जिसकी स्थापना 1958 में हुई थी और उस स्थापना के बाद में इस इंस्टीट्यूट के अंदर, इस संस्थान के अंदर एक बहुत ही महत्वपूर्ण एक यहाँ म्यूजियम है, एक ऐसा संग्रहालय है जो एक रेफरेंस के तौर पे काम करता है स्टूडेंट्स के लिए, रिसर्चर्स के लिए, आम आदमी के लिए, किसानों के लिए। उसकी कुछ विशेषताएं हम आज आपको इस कार्यक्रम के माध्यम से दिखाना चाहेंगे, ताकि जब भी आप जोगिंदरनगर आएं या आपकी कभी आने की इच्छा हो, तो आप इसका लाभ उठा सकते हैं। और खास करके मैं रिसर्चर और स्टूडेंट्स को ये बताना चाहूंगा कि जितने भी हमारे हिमालय पे रिसर्च करने वाले हमारे महानुभाव रहे हैं, हमारे वैज्ञानिक रहे हैं, खास तौर पे प्रोफेसर डॉक्टर नारायण सिंह चौहान जी, प्रोफेसर डी.आर. नाग जी और यहाँ तक कि श्रीमान डॉक्टर मायाराम उनियाल जी, उनका भी इस म्यूजियम, इस संग्रहालय के विकास में बहुत बड़ा योगदान रहा है। तो ये एक संयोग है कि आज हम आपको ये म्यूजियम के बारे में जानकारी दे रहे हैं। तो इस इंस्टीट्यूट के अंदर आप इस आयुर्वेद अनुसंधान संस्थान के अंदर, और हमारे यहाँ 24 एकड़ का हर्बल गार्डन भी है जिसे राज्य सरकार के आयुष विभाग के द्वारा संचालित किया जाता है। आप इसका जरूर लाभ उठाइए। तो मैं आपको अब लेके चलता हूँ हमारे अपने इस म्यूजियम के अंदर, जहां आपको यहाँ इस म्यूजियम की विशेषताओं से आपको जानकारी लेने में सहायता होगी। आइए आपको मैं वहां की यात्रा कराता हूँ। So we are in the basically this thing mid hill zone. Right now we are here, and then below this is the subtropical zone which goes up to Chandigarh and plain areas, and then comes the temperate wet zone and temperate dry zone. So see, Himachal, we are in a mini globe actually, having this kind of diversity for the nature, and you see the biodiversity. So you see different kind of species, they have been prioritized by us. We keep on updating. This is just a symbol. And then comes the classification. You see, this museum was contributed by more than 10 renowned scientists who have worked on documenting the flora in Himalayas. This institute was established in 1958, and a lot of people came, they helped to make this museum workable. So, and then you see the beauty of this museum is basically that here you will find classification according to medicinal plants used in Ayurveda. So these are the plants which are used in mother and child healthcare in Ayurveda. So the interesting thing is, sample is there. You can just pull down this. You will find out information about the plant inside this. So, and see, these are the plants which are used in various diseases. That is exclusively for mother and child.
So, can this in the future be digitized?
That's what we
like AR, VR kind of.
We need to do
not
that.
VR, but AR is the best because VR you will have to have the complexity of the headset and all that stuff. So India is a complete AR market. It's not a VR market.
Right. So these are all other diseases. Again, similar format is followed. And this is. साथियों, मैं आपको ये भी बताना चाहता हूं कि ये जो चर्चा आप देख रहे हैं, जिनके साथ ये प्रेजेंटेशन हुई है, जो उस समय में हमारे यहाँ विजिट कर रहे थे, ये मिस्टर सुदीन बारोकर हैं, जो AIoT, जो हमारा आर्टिफिशियल इंटेलिजेंस के क्षेत्र में, जिन्होंने जो हेड ऑफ इनोवेशंस रहे हैं स्टेट बैंक ऑफ इंडिया के, ये संयोग से हमारे संस्थान में थे, ये देखने के लिए कि क्या मेडिसिनल प्लांट्स क्षेत्र में आर्टिफिशियल इंटेलिजेंस का उपयोग करके क्या हम किसानों की, कलेक्टर्स की, इंडस्ट्री की कोई सहायता कर सकते हैं। तो ये संयोग था कि वो हमें विजिट कर रहे थे, इसलिए आपको इससे संबंधित कुछ कुछ प्रश्न भी देखने को मिलेंगे जो कि आपको सहायता कर सकते हैं.
Some of the material which has been published in the recent past by this institute, and you see, let me tell you, this institute was established in 1958, and the thought process of that time, it was created in the second 5-year plan. There was a committee which was constituted by Government of India in the second 5-year plan, and this institute was established at that time. And see, this institute was having 5 various assignments: herbal garden for growing medicines, drug testing lab for testing medicines, medicinal plants, and we have a pharmacy nearby, government-owned pharmaceutical unit. So that was making medicines. So these are the medicines which are manufactured by that government-owned institution.
It's right now running.
Yeah, it's running. And then there was a hospital here to undertake clinical trials. So see the thought process which was
In those
there
days.
in 1950. And you see what we did in,
Yeah.
in 1984. We separated all these segments and they were made independent establishments after 1984.
Correct.
So now everybody is working in isolation. And if I even
हाँ, मैं ये भी बताना चाहूंगा कि इस के अंदर आपको 2 सरदार जी भी नजर आ रहे हैं. तो इसमें ये जो हरजोत हैं हमारे साथ, मिस्टर हैरी, जो आईटी के एक्सपर्ट हैं और मेडिसिनल प्लांट्स में, मेडिसिनल मशरूम्स में और खूब सारे हाई एल्टीट्यूड मेडिसिनल प्लांट्स में ये भी हमारे साथ कार्यरत हैं. ये भी इन चीजों की एक्सप्लोरेशन के लिए यहाँ थे. साथ में उनके पिताजी हैं. इनके पिताजी भी इस कार्य में मदद करना चाहते हैं. हालांकि वो चंडीगढ़ में बहुत बड़े देसी घी के व्यापारी हैं, लेकिन क्योंकि देसी घी में भी एक बहुत बड़ा परिवर्तन हुआ है कि जो हमारे मेडिसिनल घीज हैं या हमारे गाय के घी की जो उपयोगिता दुनिया में एक तरह से बढ़ी है, तो ये उस संभावना से भी यहाँ हमारे साथ थे कि इस विषय में क्या क्या हो सकता है.
of strengths of this museum. So we have 525 bird specimens here. We have more than 5,000 herbarium sheets, right? And then we cover 84 plant families. So in botany, this is a significant contribution to document about this species belonging to various families. So these covers 314 genera and 504 species. So this is the strength of the this year. And if you go for this classification is according to the family wise. And see, we were talking of DNA barcoding and all that, even DNA sequencing.
Correct.
So you see, this is a species which was documented in 1974. So similarly, there should have been a regular process to document and even gather all specimens just to a certain quality of the raw material.
Now this is what date? 1974.
These are all 1974.
Achha.
This is one but you will find
But
some.
then you're updated also.
Yes, we try to update it. Although things are changed now, there is lack of staff and all that.
Now suppose for that particular map, right? Today we are looking at climate change and disruption, right? So how can we insert a AI and data science model which will also be more, having more linkages to that map?
That's required. That's required.
Correct. Because today everything is changing.
See what has happened.
Right? There is sometimes more rain. There is sometimes more drought.
No, you have raised a very relevant question because plants which were found earlier at a height of 6,000 feet.
Yeah.
They are not available now. This has increased now. It's available on 7,000 to 8,000 feet. So that huge climate change has happened.
Yeah.
And that is, we don't have any mechanism. Very few activities are being undertaken. So this goes like this. All samples are here. And see, this is a small section about role of spices in healthcare.
Wow.
This is okay. And you see, these are some of the species. We tried one. Honorable Governor was visiting us 3-4 months back.
Okay.
So if you check, please check it. We tried it. So
should automatically get a QR code, no?
Yes.
Automatically?
There is an option of QR code on there.
Yeah, it is showing
Search.
me. Yeah. Huh?
You have to search it.
Yeah, it's working.
Yes. But then there's just a Google search. It is just a
It's
Google.
not
It
correct.
is not a
अच्छा वो नाम से हो गया
encyclopedia.
नाम से हो गया okay
Just, it is just
So-
a basic.
maybe हो सकता है QR code see it was done by some of our friends
Correct.
so अब see दूसरा चीज क्या है कि the important part is basically these are the medicinal plants for which cultivation agronomic agrotechnics research has been undertaken under this institute. They have been now domesticated. They are being taken to the farmers now. So these people can come here and get agrotechniques, get seed, planting material, and all that. So and you see these are common plants. You may be knowing about it. See this is one plant which we are doing in Chandigarh, hydroponic. So and there is a huge difference.
You can touch it.
And its phytoconstituents, bacoside percentage in higher quantities doing wonderful work.
So one of the biggest transformation is coming in the seaweed. The seaweed is being harnessed both for food as well as to convert into blue hydrogen and clean it.
And see, this is again an important. This is again an important plant. So we call it Celestus paniculatus malkangani jyotishmati. Crude oil of this plant is sold at a very competitive, very good price in USA. People are using it as a aphrodisiac, although it's a brain tomato. It's a very good crop. Yeah, we are growing it, and people are also collecting it and growing it. See, one of the major crop out of spices, this tejpata. Jogindanagar is known for this plant. Naturally growing forests are also here, so we are even trying to work on this.
This is the normally
Normal.
used in your cooking and I mean your
Rice and all masala. And all. So this is stevia. So this is again a very important plant of Himalayas. So this is Texas Bacata, Texas even Balichiana.
Now, are there any other kind of museums like this, or are there any other in the country which have the same kind of
Samples of the
knowledge and samples available?
Yeah, but NBRI, IIM, they are doing it. They have already done it. But see, you will find hardly few museums in country. Particularly, this is the only northern region who may be connecting you to Ayurveda through the identification of these plants. See, for example, National Botanical Research, NBRI may be doing a museum, but they will be speaking of general properties and all that. This is basically focused on Ayurveda. So this is a plant. See, this Texas vegeta Taxol is taken out of this. Na? This is independent. So although no synthetic Taxol is there, but still it is in big demand. So this is Stinospora cordifolia giloe, which was in big demand during COVID times. So just to enhance immunity and all that.
Can be made out of this, just like tea.
Cultivation practices of this plant, they have been domesticated here. This is again a mid-hills plant, so used for removing kidney stones. Lot of products are there in the market. See, this is one of the interesting plants and very close to my heart. We call it Chitra, Plumbago gigantea. When you go to the doctor, you ask for a medicine to improve your appetite, as well as any medicine that can digest the food which has been eaten. Right?
Correct.
He cannot give you one single medicine at a time. But this is a plant which increases your appetite as well as it digests whatever you are eating. So we call it Deepan and Pachan. Deepan is appetizer, Pachan is digestive. So this is a plant of good return to the farmer. It can go in the plains, it can be cultivated. Very wonderful plant. There is a classical formulation, Chitrakadi Vati. Very nice. So these are again Trifla ingredients.
Yeah.
So here are some of the plants of Himalayas, which comes under the category of rare, endangered, and threatened. Right.
Correct.
So they are very important plants. And let me tell you, a wonder plant of Himalayas is here. This one, Seabugthorn.
So technically, my question is that today there is no model pan-India which can give a trend or even predict the condition of these plants in 5 years or 10 years. And the reason for having it should be so that we can take better recourse across the pan-India so that these ecosystems can survive. Is that a good use case?
It can be a very good case. It can be a very good case. So you see, this is a plant which is well grown in Leh, Ladakh, and some parts of Himachal Pradesh, Lahore Spiti. The berries are used as a complete food, having I think more than 150-60 micronutrients in it. Godrej has started a project in early 2000. It was Leh berry. They were selling juice. So this Seabugthorn juice is in big demand these days. This is superfood from
Something similar to cranberry? No.
Yes, better than cranberry.
Because cranberry, I was in the US for a long time, so that's a very good antioxidant.
It's wonderful like that. It's
If
superfood.
you have, if I should, when I used to go to the cold places there, I should just have cranberry juice, nothing used to happen. No cough, no cold.
Yeah, similarly. Yeah, this is also limited. So these are some of the plants out of that. And here, again, the unique property of this museum is like we use lot of flowers in medicine in Ayurveda. So these are all flower drugs of Ayurveda. So this is actually an important museum for MSc, PhD students, Ayurvedic students, botany students, practitioners. These are leaf drugs. This is a mixed classification again. See, fruits and seed drugs.
And okay. So these would be different than your normal fruit, right? These
Yeah,
would be the
some-
forest,
many types, many
forest
types.
kind of.
Many types. One of the interesting areas is bark drugs.
Now, for
Right.
okay. Now,
Arjun
for
bark.
example, if I want something more effective than pectin, then how do I figure out what is available in India?
It's again a very interesting question from your point of view, AIoT and all that, your technology.
Yeah.
See, it has been very nicely classified in Ayurvedic classical texts. There is a group of plants. Those work better than pectin. There are classifications.
Correct.
They have classified more than 500 group of decoctions having interesting properties on that.
Correct.
So a lot of work is to be done on that. That even we can bring in actually in this. These are the bark drugs again. So and bark, yeah. Then comes the fruit and seeds again. So one interesting area of Ayurveda, again you will surprise, we use many of the roots actually, root drugs.
And these are, when you say root, they are mostly underground, right?
Underground roots. So that is the reason some of the plants they have become rare, endangered, or threatened. So now people are working on finding out alternates. Now people have started using stems, leaf, even derooting in place of derooting the plants.
And how was that decision made?
It's a group of experts across the country.
Okay, but then is
They
there
go
any,
for phytochemical analysis.
is there any data or something to suggest that, hey, now you are not going to
Yes.
get this?
Yeah, you will find a lot of publications.
Okay.
Or even classically, it has been mentioned in Ayurveda that if you don't get this root, you should go for this plant. Similar to that. We call it Pratinidhi Dravya. We have Pratinidhi Dravyas for that. So, whole plant is again an interesting area in Ayurveda. We use the complete plant. Root, stem, leaves, everything.
We call it Panchang in Ayurveda.
Panchang.
Panchang, Panchanga.
The Panchang is the same, the calendar we use, no?
No,
Panchang.
that is a different Panchang. This is Panchang means
The Hindu
leaf,
calendar for
leaf, stem, root, and every
the
5
same
parts
term.
of the plant. All
Same
plants.
term, yes,
Yeah,
same.
all plants.
साथियों, बहुत बहुत धन्यवाद। ये हमारे थोड़ा सा परिचय था हमारे म्यूजियम के बारे में, हमारे इस गार्डन का जो पार्ट है मुख्य रूप से हमने थोड़ी सी जानकारी देने की कोशिश की, जिसमें आपने देखा कि आर्टिफिशियल इंटेलिजेंस और इंटरनेट ऑफ थिंग्स, इन दोनों के कॉम्बिनेशन के साथ में मेडिसिनल प्लांट्स को, जड़ी बूटियों के काम को, पूरी वैल्यू चेन को जोड़ करके कुछ नवीन कार्य करने की संभावनाओं का बहुत बड़ा क्षेत्र है। क्योंकि हमारा जो अल्टीमेट ऑब्जेक्टिव है, एक हमारा समग्र उद्देश्य है, वो है किस तरह से हम इस मूल्य श्रृंखला को मजबूत करते हुए हम किसानों को, इंडस्ट्री को, इंटरमीडियरी जितने भी हमारे ट्रेडर्स हैं या हमारे इसके एक्सट्रैक्शन कलेक्शन करने वाले लोग हैं, उनको हम लाभ दे सकें, उनको हम उचित प्राइस दिलवा सकें और इंडस्ट्री को उचित सामान रॉ मटेरियल दिलवाया जा सके। तो मैं आप सबका एक बार आभार व्यक्त करते हुए कार्यक्रम को हम यहीं समाप्त करेंगे। आपसे कल फिर मुलाकात होगी। कल हम बुरांस के विषय में बात करेंगे, रोडोडेंड्रोन के विषय में, जो हिमाचल प्रदेश का ये फार्मेसी कॉलेज है, इन्होंने इसकी चाय और भी अलग-अलग से कुछ उत्पाद बनाए हैं, जिस विषय में हम विस्तृत रूप से बात करेंगे। आपका बहुत-बहुत धन्यवाद। थैंक यू वेरी मच।